Hey Libra, how's it going? Welcome to August. I hope you are all doing well. This is for Libra placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of course, if that applies to you. You've got the Queen of Wands and the Hermit coming out. Got the Moon. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo here. The Star. You've got Aquarius energy. And the Nine of Cups. You also have fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I see a huge transformation going on here, Libra. I see healing. I see acquiring something or attaining something that you have wanted for a really long time. But I see a lot of mystery and I want to say shadow work here. So maybe this is shadow work that you've been doing, something you're going through right now. So I've got the Moon in the middle right here, right? So this is kind of the current energy. So it's like coming out of a period before. For some of you, could have been dealing with somebody in the past, or even a version of yourself in the past that you might have felt like was, you know, like there was nothing wrong with you, this version of you, or this person, or however that resonates with you. Like there was nothing wrong with you. Like you didn't really need to change, like, or however that resonates. It's a feeling of like thinking you were really confident, like in who you were, and like really, you know, not like I don't need to do anymore, but almost like that feeling of like, well, this is me. Like this is the best I can be. This is the best I can do. And it's almost like something has forced you into some more like introspection, some more self-reflection, some more shadow work, some inner like journey that you've had to embark upon. And some of you may have discovered some things that were, you know, a little bit shocking. Like there may have been more of a dark side there than you thought there was. And what's coming out on the other side of it, though, is like huge illumination and healing. And, you know, both of these cards, a lot of people like to align with wish fulfillment. So we'll go with that because I see that here. It's like whatever inner work that you've done here, whatever you've discovered or what you are discovering that might be a little bit uncomfortable, might be like recognizing some, you know, shadow aspects of yourself that are, you know, uncomfortable to discover or have to deal with. And it may be related just to a person. This may be a person in your past that, because of for some of you, some infatuation with this person, or some, you know, some ideal that you had, either about a partner or the perfect partner, or being the perfect partner for some of you, or being, you know, just some ideal that was there. It wasn't bad, but it's like, it was a surface level kind of thing for some of you. There's this outward, you know, confidence, and this outward, like, you know, energy of positivity and being in charge and being capable and being like, you know, powerful and dynamic. Like there was this outward perfection of that. But the inner work still needed to be done here. That may not be for you specifically, Libra. This may be the person that you're dealing with, but there's somebody here who's had to undergo something like that. Yeah, maintaining an outward appearance of confidence, but underneath, you know, discovering that there's a lot of work to be done here. But you're doing it, or your person or whoever, you know, is doing it. You're on a new path. You're on a more divine path here, or they are. And it's going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment. It's going to bring a lot of pride in yourself here, which maybe this was a false pride before. Maybe there was a false confidence before. Maybe there was a false, you know, for some of you, it's like somebody using sex appeal to you know, seduce and entice other people, but there's nothing underneath. Like, it's shallow. It's just some sort of shallowness here. I'm not saying that you guys are necessarily shallow or you were dealing with somebody like that, but like realizing that there needs to be more than that to a person in order to, you know, have anything significant here. But what I see coming through is a lot of significance, and that's something that you're going to be able to be really proud of. So let's clarify these. Yeah, some of you have had to walk away, and I'm going to say this is walking away from a version of yourself. Doesn't necessarily have to be a person. For some of you, it's 100% a person. For some of you, you had to walk away from somebody who was, or a version of yourself, however this applies to you, that was really compelling, that was really, you know, was able to be very persuasive based on outward appearances, you know, sex appeal, attractiveness, confidence, charisma, things like that. You either had a person like that that you had to walk away from, or there was something that you had about yourself that you had to turn your back on because it was missing aspects to it here. You've got this 8 of Cups. To be able to be a genuinely secure, abundant person on your own, to find your worth, to find your self-worth on your own. Some of you had to do that here. To find real value in yourself, to find real worth in yourself. Let me clarify this, Hermit. Yeah, the Hanged Man. Yeah, somebody here had to make some serious, serious sacrifices on a personal level. Somebody here had to do a lot of inner work to gain some sort of illumination, to gain some sort of new perspective on, you know, who you were, who they were, or, you know, who you were dealing with before. Yeah, the World, closing out a cycle here. This was a lonely process for somebody here. This has been a lonely, self-sacrificing process for somebody here to complete this cycle, to move to this next level. I feel like there was resistance to that. For some of you may have felt like you were walking away from somebody who had everything that you wanted. And that was painful here. And maybe you didn't realize how that was going to open up a whole new world to you. Let's clarify this moon. Yeah, the Devil. Okay. So Libra looks a little bit more serious than we thought. Because this is, like I said, this is showing what's going through now. I hate to use the cliche words, but they're the ones that keep coming to my head, like the dark night of the soul. Somebody discovering some really dark things about themselves or someone else. Someone discovering some really, really, I don't want to say terrifying, really disturbing. That's the word I want to. Somebody's dealing with some very dark, disturbing realizations here. You know, like I said, either about themselves or about someone else, or you are about somebody that maybe you walked away from in the past. This could have been somebody even that ghosted you, that had you hung up for a long time, that had you thinking that you know, they were your whole world. There's such a level of disturbance that's been, you know, revealed because of this. That's been shown to you because of this. Yeah. Libra. Okay. Sorry, you have to excuse my ADD because I want to go on a million different tangents, and I'm trying to stick with the metaphor or with a example that was applicable here. This to me gives the energy of like having known somebody or dated them or whatever it is. This could be a friend. This doesn't have to be a lover. Knowing somebody for a long time, thinking highly of this person, being in love with this person for some of you, having to walk away, or they walked away from you for some of you. there was a separation here. There was a split. There was something that was over. Somebody here was either ghosted or someone was thrown into a period of being single, being solitary, maybe against their will in some way. But because of that, it's like all of these revelations have happened about the person that was involved here. Like that they are not the person that you thought they were. That's what I want to say here. Somebody here has discovered that whoever they held in such high regard, and maybe it's because this person had them under a spell because of their attractiveness or their sex appeal or whatever it was, or maybe they had a lot of money. Maybe they looked outwardly like they had their shit together. Something has been revealed here that this person is dark. They're calculating. They're soulless for some of you here. They are 100% out to meet their own goals, to meet their own ends. Like there's a psychopath here, is what this is showing. Somebody, you either did it voluntarily or against your will, or somebody here did. Walked away from a situation that seemed fine on the surface, or was forced out of a way, or somebody here, I hate using all of the cliches of the day because there's so much more to life than just narcissism and toxicity. Like those things are so complicated and there's so much more than that. But everybody can identify with that terminology in some way. It's like being discarded here. It's like somebody was discarded here, or someone had to, like I said, discard themselves into a period of isolation, into being ghosted, into being stuck on this person. And in the meantime, discovering that, yeah, I was dealing with a really messed up person and I didn't even know it, for some of you. Discovering that this person that you thought, because of they enticed somebody with their looks, they enticed them with their charm, with their sex appeal, but underneath is a cold-hearted, selfish, destructive person. Sorry, I hope that's making sense for some of you out there, because like I said, I'm not trying to imply that I want it to resonate how it fits in your story. So hopefully if this is resonating with you, you know the person I'm talking about and you already know what's happened in this situation. This is just validation for you that, yeah, if you felt like you've discovered this recently, that's what these cards are saying here. Yeah, you've got the Star and the Six of Swords. So good for you, Libra, because either you are in the process of doing this or this is what's coming up in the future, but you are literally getting out of this situation. You're going to be able to get out of this mindset. You're going to have clarity. You're going to have healing here. You need to heal from this, some of you. You need to heal from this in order to make any progress in your life, in order to move towards a more advantageous situation. Know that wherever you go, that's where you are. You're still you. If you're still full of baggage, if you're still full of, bad memories, if you're still full of all that, you're just going to take it all on the boat with you. It's going to come with you where you go. So just simply changing a location is not going to solve your problems. Healing has to be done here. Illumination has to be done here. Faith in your path and in your destiny has to be had here. And that's how progress can be made. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, it's whatever situation you left behind. Maybe it's financially beneficial to you. But whatever you thought you had, you're going to have so much more over here. This is a queen that doesn't need anybody. This is a queen that has everything she could want or need. She's grounded. She's, secure in herself and the things that she has. That's the direction you're headed in. For those of you, if this is a person, you're headed towards somebody like that. If this is you, if this is just speaking in relation to who you are and who you were, you're going from somebody who thought that being superficial, being good on the outside was all you needed to get by, to doing all of this inner work, discovering who you really, really are. you're headed towards becoming a person that is actually stable, that is grounded, that is abundant. This is a person that can be relied upon. This is a person that can be sought after for comfort, for stability. This is a person that can be trusted here. And that's the kind of person that you want to be. So whether this is a soul journey of your own, of going from somebody who's a little bit more superficial to somebody that maybe you think is attractive and people like you because of that, they're going to love you so much more like this. And if this is a person, you're not going to be fooled by that anymore. You're not going to be fooled by outward appearances. You're going to look for depth. You're going to look for stability here. Let's clarify this 9 of Cups. 8 of Wands. Who just got that? Leo. So you could be dealing with the Leo here. Same thing I said to Leo. It takes action. It takes movement. It takes action. Like, just get up and do something, no matter what it is. Physical action, being present in the physical. Sometimes the only way to get out of your mind is to get into your body. Do something physically active here. You're going to be proud of yourself if you do that. Your health is going to improve. You're going to be able to, for a lot of you, you'll be able to emotionally fulfill yourselves here. But something that you didn't think was possible for you is going to be possible. Yeah, the freaking 10 of Pentacles, baby, and the 6 of Wands. I don't even want to pull any more cards, Libra, and if this isn't your reading, then it's not your reading. I get it. Check out some of your other placements, but for the rest of you that are resonating with this, this is so clear as day here of what's going on and where you're headed. Where you're headed is amazing. I mean, Leo, they weren't quite there yet. Like, there's still some things Leo needs to do to say that they're headed in an amazing direction. You guys are headed in an amazing direction, like absolutely unequivocally amazing, because there's some dark shit that you went through over here, but you did the work. For those of you who spend time on your own, have been single for a long time and you're over it, I get it. Like, you may still be single for a little while after this. There may still be healing work, but you're going to be making so much progress on a personal level. That however that winds up, whatever your 10 of Pentacles is, whatever that means for you, if it's a family, if it's marriage, if it's a house, if it's whatever that means for you, you have to take the action to get there, but you'll accomplish it. You're going to do it with confidence. You're going to feel confident about where you wind up here. But in order to get this fulfillment that you want, in order to feel this pride in yourself, you've got to take action for yourself. It requires movement, momentum. Just do the next right thing. What's the next thing you can do? Just do that. Little by little, you make it towards the ultimate goal here. Do the healing work. You can't avoid that. You can't avoid that. For those of you in this energy right now, maybe you're just dealing with some really dark shit about yourself, or you're discovering really dark shit about people in general, or a person. Whatever the shadow work that's going on here, it's uncovering some heavy, heavy shit. The healing work is necessary. Healing's necessary. Inner work's necessary. Faith is necessary. Progress is necessary. You're going towards, for some of you, this person that's going to be so much more than you ever thought or ever hoped, or a version of yourself that's so much more than you ever thought or you ever hoped. And Libra, I think that's all the elaborating I can do on this spread. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that resonated with some of you out there. If it did, give the video a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe. Check out some of your other placements. Check out another reading, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks so much.